Hey there, Silver Age Guy here, and today I'm going to show the auction wins that I got from the Winter 2023 ComicLink auction. So I'm here at the comic bench, and I've got a bunch of these Amazing Spider-Man #1 from 1963 facsimiles spread out. This is actually a facsimile cover, just the cover, and then these are the facsimile issues that were sold recently. And this one is an interesting one. This is a Walmart variant that does not have the UPC code on the facsimile. I've got it open, one of them open to this page, and that's going to come into play a little bit later on. But first of all, let's look at the ComicLink auctions that I won. I guess I'm a bit of a ComicLink addict. Every time they have one of their auctions, I can't help but put bids in, and I do bid on quite a few things. I get my price. I put it in and I walk away, and if I get it, I get it, and if I don't get it, I don't get it. As somebody once said, there's always going to be books for sale, so ComicLink is a great place to buy them, and so here they are. Let's see, we'll start with this one. Okay, so the first book is Tales to Astonish number 52. And this is from February of 1964. And this is a beautiful book. This is 4.5, but it's white pages. And again, I put my bid in. I got this for a pretty good price. But you can see how white the cover is. The pages are white, but so is the cover. And it's really, I guess, pretty hard to find. But it's a 4.5, but that's okay because it looks really good. This next book is Tales to Astonish number 64, and this is from Feb of 1965, a year later. And this one was pretty interesting because this person is in the latest Marvel movie, which I've seen and is actually very good, Black Panther 2. So this is a 6.5, and it's in excellent shape. So that's those two. Now let's look in this one. This first book, this is a Tales of Suspense, and this is number 48, and this is from December of 1963. And this is obviously the first new costume for Iron Man, and it's interesting, it has the old logo, but the new costume. And there's an interesting artist who actually did this book for Marvel, so we'll get to that. I'm going to flip through these once I finish up here. And the last one is, and I've been looking for this book for a long time. This is Fantastic Four number 55 from October 66. And it's really hard, this is another white pages, it's really hard to find this book at a reasonable price these days. These Fantastic Four books are getting really expensive. But I liked it because it was white pages, and the cover is just, I know it's got some creases and things on it, but the colors are just beautiful. And then there's this. This is Amazing Spider-Man. It's a page only, and I'm going to do a whole video about this. So there's going to be a part 2, which will follow this one. And so check it out, and I'll show you much more in detail about that cover, about that page only, rather. Okay, so now number 64 for Tales to Astonish. Let's take a look at this. This book has a lot of different people who worked on it, and some of these early Tales to Astonish and Tales of Suspense did, but there's no Steve Ditko, and there's no Jack Kirby on this one. This one, the 52 though, there is. This is Dick Ayers, who did a lot of the Tales to Astonish. And then this Tales of Suspense, this is the one I was talking about with the new Iron Man. But guess who gets to draw the new Iron Man? That's right, it's Steve Ditko, not Jack Kirby. And so these iconic pages, which I never realized, I had seen them here or there at different places, are those 3 pages are Ditko. He's the one who drew the first new Iron Man, which is kind of interesting. And so here's Ditko's take on Iron Man with the weird-looking eyes and the Ditko face. And then, of course, there's a couple of backup stories in here by Larry Lieber, who was Stan Lee's brother, I have learned. And then this book, again, very difficult to find, for me to find at least. I don't know, other people. I've been looking at it for a long time in conventions and different places. It's not an outrageously expensive book, but to get it in this shape is at the price I paid, is excellent. And this is, of course, Kirby and Joey Sinnott. And this is Stan Lee. I was watching a Cougar Comics video where he was flipping through a book he cracked out, Fantastic Four, and he said, these read like novels. And it's true. Stan Lee was writing novels. Every time you look at the complexity of the stories and the words, and it's just, it's an amazing accomplishment by the late Mr. Stan Lee. The staples look really good in this. This book is in tremendous shape. And again, put my bid in, and if I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. And I happen to get this one, and it's just a beauty. So that's the 4 books, and so there you go. That's it. Thanks for watching. Please stay tuned for part 2. Click on that video, and I'll show you that Amazing Spider-Man page in detail.